Welcome back to my channel where we talk about 2000 fashion, 2000 clothing, and sometimes do some DIY projects. If you haven't checked my how to make your clothes and how to crochet Emrata's top that went viral, the top that went viral, not the video. Check that out. But last night I was thinking about the back charms. I know, groundbreaking. Everyone is obsessed with the back charms, and I have so many beads. Is that how you call them? I don't know. Left from my business after I closed it, so I thought, how can I use beads to make a back charm? And I had an idea which is absolutely not, like, I don't think it's easy to make. Okay, wait, I think it's very easy to make, but I think there must be an easier way to make it. But instead of googling, it's like same thing when I had my clothing brand and I would come up with idea how to make clothing. Instead of googling and figuring out how to do it, I come up with my own ways, which is 90% not the best ways. There must be easier way to do that, but let's go. And I will mostly be filming it for like shorts, reels in TikTok, but I thought I will also talk through with you, and maybe you would like it, and maybe it can be a good Christmas present for your friend, you know, like little something. All you need is a metal ring. If you don't have metal ring, just think what you have. Maybe you have an old keychain ring. I just have a lot of rings left. And by the way, I always say that the carabiners, I will show you, these little things are so useful in your life. Like, I've been using them for keychains, for like to kind of like customize my dresses. You can put it here, you can put it here. Like, whenever I need something, I just use that one. Once my bag fall apart, like the vintage bag completely, the handle just broke off, and I used this to hold it together. Like, I have few of those on my keys, very handful. So we will make a keychain ring and then put it on that one. You can order it different websites. I got mine from an Estonian website. I think it's called Klarna. No, is it? I don't think so. I will attach the website. That's also, by the way, where I bought most of my handicrafts things, because in Finland they're quite expensive. Let's just go with it. That is basically all you're gonna need. By the way, I haven't made a YouTube video, but I made, what is it? Yeah, I made a little TikToks and reels about my wallet that I embroidered myself. It's like a little card holder. I'm afraid to open it and flash all of my cards, but like inside it looks a bit uglyish. I didn't want it to be just threads here, so I started to adding beads inside as well. Like, that's how it looks. It took me the whole week. Like, every time after work I will spend like an hour or two, and I thought it will be much faster, but it took me a while. But I love it so much because it's so gray outside, and just every time, like, we use wallet all the time, and it's just such a colorful thing to look at every day, and it makes me so happy. All you're gonna need is your beads, your thread, it's just a simple black thread, scissors, and your ring. Carabiner ring I will use later to put this ring on that, but we will make the back charm around that ring. If you plan to do a lot of embroidery, I suggest to buy the needle that is made for that. It is a bit bendable, it is very thin, so all of your beads can actually go through that. The basic needle might still work if you have very thin one, because this one not gonna go through most of the beads, and it's easier to use the bendable. It's actually, I think it's needle for embroidery or something like that. I also got it off that Estonian website. So, but they're easily breakable, so I suggest, if you're thinking to make a lot of project, to buy a few. Like, while you're at it, just buy a few. So first, my idea was to cut a lot of black threads in this length. Maybe I should do more to make it more pretty, but I think I will go crazy just beating these threads. What I do next is that I will kind of take them in half. Oh no, some of them are too short. Oopsie. I take them in half, and then I will tie them here in half, and the basic idea is that I will put beads then on all of them and tie it in the end. I will show you how it looks. pull this through, and then I will take these ones and pull through. I should have a tripod so you will understand what I'm doing. I feel like my tutorials are always all over the place, like so. And then I want to make an extra knot here. First problem is already occurred, because even with a knot you obviously can still tie it and untie it, but I don't know how I was thinking it last night, but I think the weight of all of the beads wouldn't let it untie. And then it's also good because then it means you can use this one in a different other projects, like you can just untie this beads and put it somewhere else, right? Then you work through each thread. So you put a needle like so it's easier to put these beads through that. After you put as many beads as you can, you just tie a knot in the end and cut it so you have a little tail. Thanks to that needle, that's how I put all of the beads. Now we take the needle out, and there must be a better way how to kind of knot it, but I will just put few simple knots here to secure it, and then I will go through all of these ones. Like so, you put few knots, like a lot of knots. That's why I made a mistake. I recommend you to use the most narrow bead as the last one. Then you will need to do less knots so it wouldn't jump out. Now we'll put the camera away and we'll go through all of that. I will let you know how many hours it will take me, but I'm watching 9 yards and having my coffee. So I think that's perfect Sunday activity. Little update, it takes forever to make those knots, so instead I started to knotting 2 of the strings together, just like you will kind of tie your shoes, but you add few knots. And it is a bit easier because if this you make just 1 or 2 knots, this can just jump out. So I will make 5 or 6 or 7, and it takes so much time. Whether here you just knot 2 or 3 knots together and they can't really jump out. They can get over the knot like so, but then it kind of hides the knot, which is even better. So I will now do this way. See, just like so. And it's finished. It actually took me less than an hour because the movie is still running, just like so. And it's ready. As I said, I put this carabiner here and I attach it to my bag, and I think it looks even prettier than I expected. And I think on the sun it will be so shiny. Let me know what you think. And I will try now to make colorful ones. And I think it will also look cute as a keychain ring, like as a key thingy thing. I forgot the word for it. And it can be pretty as a little Christmas gift, like if you make a few of those. What do you think?